Once spring hits around here, my phone is ringing off the hook with girlfriends ready to go out garage sailing. In fact, I can't think of anything more fun that I'd rather do than go out bargain hunting on my Saturday morning. So I wanted to share with you some things that you can get from garage sales. It honestly is a treasure trove of things. It's cheaper than the thrift store, plus you know where they're coming from, and for me, that's just one thing that I love when I'm looking for kids' clothes. So I wanted to show you a couple of my finds. So, I found this gorgeous coffee table for just $10. One of the keys to garage sailing is I like to get out there early, but if I do get out there at the end, I know for sure that there's going to be people wanting to get things out of the house. And in this example, it was a couple who were just cleaning out their garage and did not want to put this back in it and did not want to have to take it to Goodwill. And so they sold it to me for $10. I thought it was a great little piece and we love it. The other thing I was able to get is this table. Our dining room table came from a garage sale. Now, when you talk about pieces like this, you have to be really creative. So it came with a couple of chairs, but the chairs it came with weren't comfortable. And I already had these, and sure, it's not a perfect match, but I tell you what, they're a lot more comfortable for the dinner parties we host. The other thing is, it did not come with leaves in it. So my husband was able to build some leaves that we could just slot in here to make it from about a 6 people table to an 8 people table really easily and even more. Now he did that. Why? The price of the table? $10. $10 for a dining room table with a couple of chairs that we could use for something else, and yet I chose to use these ones. Toys and other things are great from garage sales. Honestly, how often do your kids go through that stuff and you hate spending money? This little Barney chair was 50 cents for my son. It's just a little foam chair. I've seen them all over the place for $20, $25, and I picked it up. Now, it did have a little bit of a stain on here. I washed it off, and as you can see, it's as good as new, 50 cents. Probably my greatest find at garage sales always is Isaac's clothes. In fact, last year I managed to furnish his wardrobe for around about $50 for 9 months. 9 months because during the summer, I can go out and get things for him at the garage sales. So for the rest of the year, I knew I would have to buy enough things to keep him going until the next garage sale season. Now, it's not always as easy to find shoes at these things, but if you look hard enough, it really is. For me, I don't really pay more than $1 for kids' clothing. Let's have a look at some of the brands I managed to pick up. This is probably one of my favorite sweaters that I ever got for him. It's an H&M sweater. And I paid $1, and honestly, he has worn it, and I just love it. This, you guys might not know, but this was one of my favorites. I gave it to Tim for Father's Day. It was the whole football kit, the whole little, what you guys say, soccer kit. This is from Barcelona, and this is Ronaldinho's little kit for my Isaac. My husband is huge into football, especially European football, and I knew he'd be absolutely thrilled. I picked up the whole kit for him for $2. This is probably one of the things I got giddiest about. And then as you can see, just little cute shirts. Again, let's take a look at some of the labels here. Old Navy, I remember that being 50 cents. Children's Place, I think that was a 50-cent thing too. And again, Children's Place label on there. As you can see, my son is not badly dressed. In fact, I think he always looks adorable. And all these items were 50 cents to $1. And I just want to encourage you, we're going to be doing some more things about garage sailing, some tips and tricks on how to sell your own things. But when it comes to being green and going green, there's nothing better that we can do for the environment by reusing and repurposing. And as you can see, we can reuse other kids' clothes. Just give them a good wash. They're fine, honestly. Or we can repurpose, like the table that I put leaves into and really was a little bit creative with on the chairs. And just by using other things like that, we're really doing the environment a favor. We're not filling landfills. At the same time, we're getting to bargain hunt. And honestly, I love the thrill of a bargain hunt. Get out to a garage sale this summer.